Straight out of Central PA, it's the Old Dirty Basement Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Old Dirty Basement.
Welcome back, Matt.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you guys are looking at me like, what the hell am I supposed to do
Intro
here?
music's playing, and Matt picks his phone up, and I'm looking at him like, dude, what are you...
He got abducted.
No, I was making sure it was off. I don't want it to buzz while we're...
There's a beam of light.
Yeah, my brain was abducted for a second there.
That is funny.
So
How apropos.
So once again, Zab, this is your choice.
Yeah, so this guy's been coming up lately. As a matter of fact, he was. I was listening recently to the.
Let's call it what you did. Coming up lately, like he's being.
Oh, he's
raised.
This guy's raising up lately.
Yeah.
Recently, I was listening to one Rogan podcast with JD Vance, and Rogan mentioned his name in that, but long before. I mean, for months now, this guy, it's just odd that this guy's name just keeps popping up. So, like, okay, let's do it.
That's a hot item lately with the government releasing UFO stuff and all that.
Oh, we can get into that.
Yeah.
We can get into that later.
Totally. So, yeah, so today we are doing a little deep dive into Travis Walton. Travis Walton. All right.
What, is he one of the Waltons?
Yeah, from the show.
Yeah, good night, Travis. Good night, Jim Bob.
I loved it. When I was coming up, you were either a Walton's person or you were a Little House person.
They released Little House again.
A new one. Yeah.
I was Walton's all day. I couldn't get into Little House.
Were they I'm aware of both, but were they like the same era and everything like that? It was just different shows. Is that all?
So Little House, if I recall correctly, those were pioneer days. Like you're literally growing up on the plains of wherever the hell that was. They just made their way. They hitched their horses to their wagons and they made their way out there. For Little House. Walton's was like
they were like miners or something.
So it's definitely like Virginia Appalachian coal mining era. I mean, there were definitely cars. There was wars. I mean, yeah, dude. It was like
more current.
It was definitely within the 1900s.
Oh, okay.
Michael Landon was in Little House.
Yeah, my mom loves
Correct.
it.
Yeah, and he was also, what was the one where Touched by an Angel?
Yeah.
Was he touched by an angel?
Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven.
Who was touched by an angel?
I don't know.
There was a lot of angelic shows on back in the 80s.
Touched by an angel. Wasn't that...
Highway to Heaven. No, that and then that other actor dude. Yeah, that was a good show.
Not to be confused with Send Me an Angel.
Right now.
A song from Rad.
Rad. Great movie.
Oh, Touched by an Angel. No. I want to say that there was some... I can't remember. Damn it. I was so close.
Touched by an Angel. No, I don't know why that... Highway to Heaven was the one.
Was that like Oprah? Wasn't that?
Touched by an Angel. Is that even a thing?
Yes, Touched by... I think so.
Or do
we just have a Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might not have been real.
I don't know.
We all went to Catholic schools. It might not have been an angel.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of Oprah, I'm reminded we had a great loss in the acting world with the passing of Hal Williams.
Who's that?
He was... Well, his biggest role was Lester Jenkins in 227, Mary's husband.
And 227 has comedy with Marla Gibbs and her family.
He played a police officer in Sanford and Son.
Okay.
Good show.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Hal Williams.
Hal Williams. 227.
Lester Jenkins. Mary.
Good show.
All right. Anyway, Travis Walton. Travis Walton, born on February 10th, 1953, grew up in the small town of Snowflake, Arizona. Raised in a rural environment, he developed an interest in the outdoors and eventually found work in the logging industry. By late 1974, Travis had become part of a 7-man crew, a well-oiled machine. Outbidding the competition, they'd won a federal contract to thin a dense forest near Turkey Springs, Arizona. Per the contract, the crew had 1 year to complete the task of thinning 1,277 acres.
Damn, that's a lot.
I didn't know there were trees in Arizona.
No, you know what? When I first thought about this story and I knew loggers were involved. I was thinking like Northwest.
Correct.
Like Oregon.
Washington, Oregon.
Flagstaff and stuff in Arizona is really, like a lot of trees, a lot of mountains. They have like snow there.
Dude.
It's like snowflake area.
Which explains the name of the town, Snowflake. I had honestly no idea. Like I think of Arizona, I think of like desert. Breaking Bad. I think of desert.
Exactly.
No, you can go to like complete opposites there in like the Southwest areas. It's like one area is like completely, like you said, like New Mexico desert, but you just go 3 hours north and you're in mountains and craziness.
And also being a logger, that's like a very manly job.
I think yeah.
But also, what if you were a logger that you like took phone calls or read down it? You know what I mean? That kind of logger.
Oh, could be.
If there was that kind of position.
That's right.
Like if you're picking up chicks at the bar, like I'm a logger.
That's
what
right.
if your name was Kenny? Would you be Kenny Logger?
What if you were drinking a logger and you were a logger?
Logger.
So
and also a
double
blogger.
logger.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. But yeah, logging is a manly job.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody says that anymore. Like, hey, what do you do? Logging.
I'm a logger.
Yeah.
Well, we also live in central Pennsylvania. There's not much of a logging.
Right?
Is there?
It has to be, wouldn't there? We got a bunch of like.
Well, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
They grow tree farms and stuff everywhere. That would be considered logging.
I mean, when my buddies and I go out camping, when we do Hawk and Dock weekend,
cleared out everywhere.
We were at a state forest where they were doing clearing, absolutely clearing, and they were keeping some of that timber for sure.
Oh yeah.
But that stuff isn't grown with purpose. Like they were clearing the shit just to get rid of the shit, and they of course would keep the wood, but like in the state forest, it's not kept.
Yeah,
it's not grown for money. Like they're not growing pine forest.
Yeah, that's not one of our trading things. Right, people are talking about, like you said, Oregon and stuff, where they're completely planting and growing and cutting.
And they grow them big ass trees out there too.
Yeah,
those thick
that's
ones,
like a lot of. It's making a lot of furniture.
It's manly. Yeah. He's a man's man.
Mm-hmm.
On the evening of November 5th, 1975, after finishing work, Travis and his 6 co-workers were driving home. Along the way, they spotted a bright, glowing object hovering in a forest clearing. After pulling the truck over, Walton exited the vehicle and approached the object. As he got closer, a bright blue-green beam of light struck him. Frightened, Travis's co-workers drove away without him, fearing for their own safety. They returned several minutes later after change of heart, fearing Travis had been injured or killed. When they returned, Travis was gone, and the glowing, hovering object had also disappeared. Neither were anywhere to be seen.
Yeah, I think that'd be my reaction too. Like you see something that like otherworldly like that. I don't know that I'd be hanging around. Like I hate to say it, but
so I thought about that too, and so it's messed up because, I mean, I'm not sure, but I thought, but I'm sure I'm wrong, that one of the guys in his crew was Travis's brother, but it's not. It's not. It's just friends of his.
Friends of him, yeah.
But I mean, either way, I mean that's really something to consider. It's like, what would you do? Like the 3 of us are driving around, right? And we pull over someplace because we see this glowing object and we want to see what the hell's going on. Like, oh, I've never seen that before. We get out of the car and one of us gets struck by it.
Some like, weird stuff, though. Yeah.
What happens? Like, did the remaining 2 of us drive away, or do we? What do you do?
It's 1975, so there's 911, there's emergency stuff. Like, I think right away it's go try to find a payphone or go back to your house and call right away. Say there was, you maybe don't know how to explain it, but explain what happened. And
but think about like it's something that like you can't comprehend. So it's like I can't step in and help because I don't want to get sick. You know what I mean? Like I think that's probably like a fair reaction. Like I hate to say it, but like you got to go gather yourself and then like let's go back.
Sure.
So I was thinking about that when with this story, like
but it's not like going back. Like what were you doing in the meantime? I don't think they really explained much of that.
So my understanding is just almost is exactly as I had read. So they see this light, they see this object. I should say they see a glowing object.
Yeah, back in the distance. I think Travis like went towards it.
He gets out of the car. He runs to see it. No, the other guys are still sitting in the truck or whatever, and he all of a sudden gets hit by this beam of light. And they're like, all right, we got to go. Like, I don't want to get hit by a beam of light.
I don't know.
Shit. Look what it could have possibly done. I don't even know what it. You don't even know.
Yeah, it could have been like the Russians or 75. Yeah, you don't know. Like some sort of weird.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's any drugs involved.
It's like Red Dawn. Who knows? Were they all on drugs?
Could have been.
Well, they're out logging. What's out there?
Well, I just
eating like bark,
smoking pine needles
from a tree. I don't know.
It is Arizona. Peyote.
In the wee hours of the morning following the disappearance, Travis's mother was contacted. Authorities were somewhat shocked to find her reaction as passive as it was, almost nonchalant. Oh, fun fact, Travis's mother had to be told in person as she had no telephone at her house. The following day, a crew of nearly 50 people began to search the area, all coming up with nothing. In the days that would follow, search and rescue teams, helicopters, tracking dogs, and local volunteers were brought into the fold. Again, all efforts yielded no results. Oddly, during the search efforts, Travis's mother proclaimed to authorities, quote, "I don't think there's any use in looking any further. He's not around here. I don't think he's on this earth." The crew members were questioned extensively, and rightfully so. Because no trace of Travis could be found, investigators initially considered the possibility that the logging crew had murdered him and fabricated a UFO story. During the investigation, the remaining members of the logging crew underwent polygraph examinations. Results indicated that every member of the crew was telling the truth.
But would you make up a story like that elaborate if you're going to murder somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where he went. Like, we just lost track. He went out to pee.
If I go to murder somebody and I need to come up with an alibi, I can promise you, a UFO took him is the last alibi I'm going to come up with.
Right.
Well, there was
far-fetched.
What, like 5, 6 other of his friends, right? So
Yeah, 7 members of the crew, he gone. So
if you're
there's
murdering
6.
somebody like that, somebody's going to squeal in one of the 7 because you can't trust
No. Absolutely
that many
not.
people at once. No, but like his mom knowing this stuff, like I think he's gone or whatever.
That was
kind
weird.
Of,
I didn't know about that.
yeah,
That is crazy. She said that.
like I don't think he's on this earth. So maybe she had some sort of like celestial mind or something. Or
It's alleged that they were. She was rather somewhat of a UFO buff. It is alleged.
so maybe Travis knew a little bit about the UFOs through his mother's teachings.
Who's to say? Or maybe she just liked watching the science fiction shows.
Yeah, that's wild though that she said that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah.
When did that radio event occur? Was that was in the
War
50s
of the Worlds or whatever?
Yeah, it was 50s or
Oh, yeah,
60s where the person came on live radio one time and was like,
Orson Welles or
yeah, like
not
they're
Orson
attacking.
I want to say like 40s or 50s. Yeah.
Okay.
Welles. People were like jumping out of windows and stuff.
Yeah, that I'm
Hell
saying
yeah,
that,
man.
that would be something to hear. I could imagine being like a grown adult listening to something like, because radio was all you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe his mom was like into that.
That was your link to the outside world. Well, look, she didn't have a damn phone.
Yeah. So she was backwoods. Like
She had
that's
time.
back country.
I got to. Yeah.
Reading and thinking, looking at stars.
Why do you think she was so nonchalant? Do you think that's just her personality? Or do you think it was like they're alluding that maybe she knew?
Maybe she's a true believer. Like maybe this was like to her.
I
This
think she
hopefully
hears-
really happened.
I don't know if she was already into UFOs and she hears the story that, you know, hey man, these guys pulled over and they saw this wild ass green blue machine flying around and then Travis got hit by a light.
Right.
I mean, to her, it's just like everything she read came true.
It's like another day in Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Another day in Arizona.
Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
On November 11th, the phone rang at Travis's sister's house. On the other end was none other than Travis, calling collect from a payphone near Heber, Arizona, 5 days after his disappearance. Travis's sister's husband, Grant, was the one who'd answered the call. And while elated to hear from Travis, he was concerned that Travis sounded as though he was intoxicated. Nonetheless, Grant swiftly departed the house and went to collect Travis's brother, Dwayne. The two then proceeded to Heber to collect Travis. According to Grant and Dwayne, Travis appeared weak, disoriented, dehydrated, and confused about the passage of time. Specifically, Travis believed only a few hours had passed. In reality, more than 5 days had passed. Dwayne, now taking the lead in looking out for his long-lost brother, consulted medical professionals. Doctors were swift to note a small lesion on the inside crease of Travis's right elbow, consistent with a puncture wound. Needless to say, medical examinations found no conclusive physical evidence that could explain his disappearance.
Yeah, I did read that they wanted to get him to like medical professionals before like the authorities got a hold of him and everybody else, because they were worried about them kind of trying to hide stuff. You know, if it was.
I mean, that would make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
if dude's been, look, not for nothing, if somebody just disappears, right, for 5 days and they look all disheveled and all jacked up when you find them, I mean, of course I'm going to hopefully take them to a hospital. It's like, look, man, you know, let's get an IV in this guy. Like, let's something. Let's help him out.
They need to check him out for anything.
I mean, like my dad would do that, but he was usually at the bar.
Yeah.
He just went, you know, he would disappear for like 5 days.
Absolutely.
And then he'd come back.
Go out for a pack of cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
He'd be like, where
3
were you
days
at?
later.
I got abducted. You know, he'd make up stories
By
like
the
that.
bartender.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah, like people had whole other families.
You get rid of
they were
it.
like, oh, I'm working overtime, babe. Like for 4 or 5 days, wife don't say nothing. Like, oh,
No.
That shit blows my mind. And look, they still do it to this day. There are people that still are able to somehow have two completely separate lives.
How you do that with technology now.
Jesus.
Back then, easy.
What is it?
Yeah, seriously, what is it?
What is it?
But yeah, that's pretty crazy that you know, wherever he was at, like where was he at during that time? But that he was in that condition. So, I mean, maybe he was out in the woods the whole time.
Who knows?
With a puncture wound.
But where'd that come from?
Where'd that puncture wound come from?
Probing?
Yeah.
Who's to
Possible,
say? Who's to say? According to
Because I mean, he's working like a pretty physical job, but like just to find a puncture wound on somebody is odd.
Well, inside the elbow. I mean,
where else would it be?
Well, you think it's like, okay, inside the elbow, it's like I'm booting up, right? Like I'm shooting drugs.
Yeah.
Right. And those guys, that their story was never changed like during this time. Like
No.
they were all on the same.
They were all on the same page. After his return, Travis gradually described what had happened to him while he was missing. According to Travis, he lost consciousness after being struck by a beam of light. He regained consciousness on what he believed was an examination table, where he was being observed by 3 small humanoid beings with large eyes. Frightened, he resisted their advances until a human-looking individual wearing a helmet appeared and escorted him to another room. Therein, he was approached by 3 other human-looking individuals who placed a mask over his face, causing him to lose consciousness yet again. He awoke beside a highway near Heber, watching a flying saucer departing above.
Yeah, that human figure, I guess the helmet was like one of those clear globe ones. They said, you know what I'm talking about? That you see like on the Jetsons and stuff like that.
Okay.
That you could see like 360 around. But this dude was like, he said it was like...
Not like a motorcycle helmet,
No.
like on a Ninja or some shit, where
Like-
you only have a visor.
Like picture you took a fishbowl and put it on your head.
For sure.
basically,
Totally
yeah.
understand. Totally.
Yeah.
This was also after Roswell, and that's where they like did show, I think, pictures of like with these gray looking. He said like gray skin
grays.
feature with the large eyes, huge craniums.
Massive craniums.
So
Right.
apparently, like these were found before from Roswell.
Yeah, there was definitely
It was like the same clan.
information out about that stuff back then.
Same clan. Because there's look, we got different races on Earth.
Yes,
surely there are
in
different
the universe.
Surely there are different races of aliens.
Look at the Star Wars bar.
Precisely,
all those
yeah.
people in there.
They must have been more towards this universe. They were probably on this side, like in the east,
Yeah.
or however they would call it out there.
East side.
Yeah.
Initially in his story of the abduction, they were, like you said, the grays in there, and he was trying to like lash out at them and stuff like
Sure.
that and fight them off. And then
These guys are coming up on me trying to probe me.
probe and do weird shit.
Yeah.
But then that human guy came in, and maybe to like kind of ease his mind. They were, who
Sounds
knows?
like a cool video.
Ease his pain.
Like, doesn't it sound like a Tame Impala?
like a music video. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been that.
Like these people are taking you in this room, and like this guy with this cool like helmet comes on, and like starts singing to you.
Yeah, and then he described going into a room with like what looked like a planetarium type room, but he was saying maybe he was in the spaceship and seeing the space basically as they were moving through space. It was pretty like in depth. I heard the interview on Rogan when he was, and like I said, his story's never changed with this stuff. So
Walton's, his
Yeah.
story has been consistent.
Yes.
Well, that is interesting. I'd love to hear more of his story because we've gotten this far, but there are some missing pieces that Travis doesn't tend to tell when he tells the
disclose.
story.
all right, here we go.
Okay, Travis.
One part in particular, on May 5th, 1971, at just 18 years old, Travis and his associate, Carl Rogers, pleaded guilty to stealing company checks, forging, and then cashing them after having broken into the offices of the Western Molding Company. The two were placed on probation for 2 years, no jail. In the spring of 1972, the National Enquirer began advertising a $50,000 prize for proof of extraterrestrial visitors. By 1975, that prize had increased to $100,000.
In 1975.
Yeah.
100,000.
Bro.
Wow.
That's money. That is serious cash.
The National Enquirer. Wow.
I love that. Dude, what
Is
a
that even
great
st-
magazine.
Is that still out there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But
Absolutely.
for proving it, right?
They needed
Proof.
proof.
So that's kind of like
An
Warren
alien.
Buffett says, I'll pay $1 billion to whoever can fill out a perfect NCAA college bracket. Like, it's not going to happen.
A March Madness bracket. It's
Like in their mind, it's probably like good promotion. Like, I'll put this out, but
Sure.
you're never going to prove it
no.
until somebody does.
Until they do. Until you
It
come
will
back
eventually. It will eventually. Like, yeah.
with the finger.
The
Right.
rights. I mean, what is it? The odds. It will happen eventually one time.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Well, you said not alien, just extraterrestrial.
Same.
Yeah.
Anything that's
Well, I'm
so
saying if you show up
extraterrestrial.
with like somebody from Mexico.
beyond the No, they have to be
Yo, man,
Saturn.
I got an illegal right here.
Somebody off of the earth.
I got 4 working in my garden.
That's good. I wonder if you found somebody from Atlantis, if that would work, like a mermaid or something.
Oh yeah,
No, probably not.
I'd like to do a podcast.
But that
on
would be extraterrestrial though. That wouldn't be of this earth, like a real mermaid. They say that's where the UFOs are hiding.
I can promise you. They
say,
are.
yeah, in the ocean, man.
They are.
Show up with somebody with 3 balls.
3 balls.
Extra testicle.
That's right.
Extra testicle.
That's like, oh my God, that's like in
Cheech and Chong.
oh my God, what's that movie? Blades of Glory.
Oh yeah.
So Blades of Glory.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and the guy from
Napoleon.
Napoleon Dynamite. So there's everybody. They're in the middle of the movie. So these two are obviously are skating in pairs skating.
Yes.
It's always a man and a woman, but now it's two dudes.
Yeah.
So they show this one hot dog vendor, and he has 2 hot dogs in one bun. He's like, "Does that look normal to you?" Priceless.
That's funny.
Carrying on with the parts that Travis keeps out when he tells his story. 2 weeks before Travis's alleged abduction, NBC aired a made-for-TV movie called The UFO Incident, a film about the abduction of Barney and Betty Hill in New Hampshire. This story could inspire anyone to claim they'd been abducted.
Yeah, that is.
So this is literally 2 weeks before this guy comes up with this cockamamie story.
Interesting.
This thing is running on the telly. Okay.
I could see that.
Further, now this is the one that definitely gets me.
Okay.
This to me is the clincher. The original deadline to complete the 1,277-acre thinning job was the middle of August 1975. Travis and his crew had been granted an extension to November 10th. Failure to complete the job by November 10th would have resulted in steep financial penalties. On October 16th, the site was visited by a Forestry Service inspector who concluded that there was no way the job could be done on time. The agreement did, however, have an Act of God clause, which excused contractors who were delinquent due to unforeseeable circumstances.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
This is literally, there's no chance I'm getting this job done. And P.S. on this job, he and his crew underbid every other competition.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Severely underbid just to
So
get
they were
the
like,
work.
we got to take these guys because we're saving ourselves thousands.
Right.
Yeah.
And in turn, these guys, there's no chance that there's 7 dudes that are going to clear this much acreage.
When you write that clause, though, Act of God,
It's like insurance.
but isn't it more like weather related,
Flood
all
or-
that type
yeah.
stuff? So how would they
Fire.
parlay like an alien abduction into that and prove it? I guess that it's an act. I don't
Sounds
know.
like a bunch of guys that were sitting there like, how
How are we going to get out of this?
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, how are we going to get out of this? We got this extension. We're not going to meet the thing on time. How are we going to get out of this? We can't make it rain and hail. We can't make a tornado come through here.
Right.
These are truly act of God. This is truly
It's like
unforeseeable
guys
circumstances.
sitting around like drinking a couple bush lights. being
come
like,
up with this,
Yeah,
like,
what if like an alien? Is that an act? Like, I don't know, man. We could try it.
We could try it.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's interesting though.
That's for damn sure an unforeseeable circumstance.
Where could he have went for 5 whole days? I don't know.
The VFW.
Hell yeah. The polygraph administered by law enforcement to the other 6 members of the crew included only 4 questions, 3 of which had to do with whether they'd committed or considered committing harm to Travis, and only 1 that asked if an unusual object had been observed. So that's how 6 dudes can get through a polygraph.
Yeah, they didn't ask him anything about.
No, I didn't murder.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to murder him. No, I never thought about murdering him. No, I didn't touch him. And then the fourth one, yeah, I saw an object.
Saw something weird. Those polygraphs, though, they say, like, if you're a nervous person, like that's how they read them. I guess they're very hard to...
I don't think they can use those in court anymore, right? Yeah, they've taken that completely away.
Yeah, because like I'm an anxious person. I think even if I was innocent, I might flag on a lie detector as
dude, are you kidding me? If I'm under arrest,
right,
and now I'm sitting taking a polygraph, holy shit, of course. Or even if I was summoned to take a polygraph or whatever as some kind of corroborating witness, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah,
I'd have a panic attack. I would probably have a heart attack.
Well, that's why when you watch some of these shows and they're like, I brought him into and the cop sits down at the table and puts stuff on the table and starts talking. The guy just
you're under the chicken light,
spitting out everything. Yeah. Like, come on, man. The first thing, and then they showed this one dude, this like gangster style dude. They had him down at one time. They're like, so where were you? He's like, lawyer up. Yeah, he's like, well, what were you doing? He's like, no, man, it's not about a lawyer. I just need to talk to you. He's like, you know what? Lawyer, yeah, but they were getting so pissed because this guy was just like not doing anything. But yeah, like these people just sit there. They get what do you call it, a chicken light or whatever?
Yeah, we're just sitting under the heat lamp,
spitting everything out.
Absolutely.
You're like, what are you doing?
Well, think how many times through history like people admitted to shit they didn't do because of just the pressure.
Oh yeah, the pressure of like 3 cops in the room. Like, where were you? What did you do? Like, I don't know. Like, I was there. Maybe I don't remember. And you're like, done.
So the polygraph stuff with this, like, I did read about that, and I was thinking, because I've heard both sides of it. You know?
When you it's all about yes or no questions. So when you're not asking questions about, like when you don't ask questions like, hey, did you guys conspire to make up a fake ass UFO story? When you don't ask that question, you're not going to get that answer.
Right, true.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what the answer because they were more focused on where the hell did this guy go. They weren't even thinking like alien abduct. They weren't even thinking anything like that.
And that's another thing
bullshit.
too. That's another thing too. And Matt's very, very right with that. This polygraph was administered like a day or two after Travis had disappeared. So Travis is gone, and the law enforcement believes that he was murdered, and they stashed his body.
Yeah.
So that's why they asked the 3 questions about physical harm or murder or anything, or even thinking about it.
That's the most logical.
That's right. That's where their heads were at the time. And then, of course, that one, did you see anything? Did you see an unusual object?
Of course.
When Travis made that collect call from Heber, the operator recognized his name and alerted the sheriff. The sheriff sent a deputy to the family's house, where he met with Travis's brother, Dwayne. Now, Dwayne didn't tell the deputy that Travis had been found. Equally, the deputy didn't tell Dwayne that he already knew. Recall that Dwayne took the lead on tending to Travis's care. Well, rather than seeking a physical examination, the first medical professional Dwayne consulted upon Travis's return was a hypnotherapist who also happened to be a UFO researcher.
So then he would have a lot of knowledge on what to ask and stuff, though.
I guess. But again, not a physical doctor. Like, hey, man, let's go check out let's get some Gatorade in you.
Yeah.
Check you for herpes.
Right.
Or
so it's like a hypnotist or whatever.
Right.
They put you under and then... Well, I did hear about that too. That I read about that too with these hypnotists. That I guess they can like if you dream about stuff, like it starts to grade a line when you're under what you really saw or what you maybe dreamt, and then I guess in your subconscious maybe like you think you really maybe had a dream, but it comes out as the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like one of them things. So that's pretty cool.
The next 2 doctors to visit Travis were forbidden to use any cameras or tape recorders. They were also forbidden to ask him any questions about what had happened to him.
Why?
Why? Well, I can tell you why. I absolutely know why, and we're going to get to that in a second.
Like alien abductions and possessions.
But it's dude, you got a doctor here, but hey, doctor, you can't ask him what happened to him. You can't.
Right. That's weird.
Well, you'll find exactly why. Dwayne finally called the sheriff the day after Travis's return. That's after news of Travis's return had already made its way to the press. Again, Dwayne insisted that any interview with Travis was not to be recorded. And here is why. Within 2 days, Dwayne and Travis were staying at a Sheraton Inn in Scottsdale on the National Enquirer's dime. The Enquirer arranged for a polygraph to be administered. The polygraph concluded that Travis was lying, and that he'd also attempted to outwit the polygraph machine by holding his breath between questions. He didn't win the Enquirer's $100,000 prize, but he was given $5,000 for exclusivity and for best case of the year. So that's why they didn't want anything recorded. No recording, no anything like that, because we already know we're going to give this solely to the Enquirer.
Yep. They had dibs on it.
And they didn't get that $100. He didn't get that $100,000 after all.
He did get five though.
Yeah, it's better.
Nothing.
And the Enquirer still got their story. Yep. You know what I mean? So they're going to sell papers on that.
So when I said that Travis was lying, technically, the administrator of the polygraph was, his response was, or his opinion on it was, that Travis was engaged in a gross deception.
That's what the polygrapher said.
Yes, the polygrapher said this dude is pulling your leg. This guy is engaged in a very gross deception.
So National Enquirer, that was the one you'd see in the grocery stores, like
correct,
on your way checking out. What was the other one? It was like the Sun.
The Sun.
The Sun, yeah, just like tabloid.
This would be in my grandma's bathroom.
Dude, they were the best. Yeah. I would get one every once in a while just for fun, just to see
like
what's
weird
out there.
alien head on there, and like man, or then they used to bring the stars into it all the time.
Sure,
like, yeah,
absolutely.
Is that still around? Enquirer?
Absolutely, it is absolutely still around
in print.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go to like your CVS or a Wrong 8 isn't around.
No.
Go to a CVS. Just look at the magazine rack.
I'm gonna have to look for that. But yeah, $5,000. I mean, back then that's decent money, but not $100,000.
No.
I doubt they would ever pay that out. They would just go, we don't believe you.
We don't believe
Thanks
your
for the story,
bro.
but we don't believe you.
Right.
You didn't qualify. Carrot on a string, you know.
But this is funny. Like, I don't know. Them putting it out there like $100,000 to prove it. How are you ever going to prove it? Unless you have the footage that our president is releasing. These crazy tapes that he has, there's proof. Even
now with AI and stuff, like, I don't know how you ever believe anything you see anymore. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's coming from.
This to me sounds like Spies Like Us, where Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd come out of the woods wearing all the Christmas lights and shit, pretending to be aliens. So in that same regard, Travis and whomever, maybe it was his brother Dwayne, maybe it was Travis, Dwayne, and his mom. The three of them got, and here's what I'm thinking. The three of them got together. They built some janky looking something that was easily collapsible to
make the light and all that.
You think they got like a big spotlight type thing?
Correct. Or some weird, again, something collapsible spaceship or some shit. Then whoever was driving the truck, so, okay, we're going to stage it on this night, and this is what's going to happen. Travis, you get out. I'm going to get out of the car, says Travis, and I'm going to go look at it. Dwayne, or no, whoever the hell else was driving, maybe it was that same guy with whom he had gotten arrested for stealing checks. I think it was Carl Rogers. Carl, you take these guys, take the rest of the crew away for like, give me 15 minutes, and then come back.
Pick me up, hide me.
But I'm saying, I'm going to go run and hide, and I'm going to collapse this machine, and I'm going to get it all out of the way. You take these guys, hightail it out of here because you're so scared. Then you come back, have a change of heart. Bam. Like, that's it.
Carl Rogers in the 21st century.
There it is.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl.
I never looked at it that way, but now that the story's all put together, the hoax part with the brother and the Enquirer and all that, and the mom maybe, and it was all put together for a money grab.
Yeah, when it comes down to money, people do a lot of things.
Look, when you've already got a rap sheet for B&E and cash and checks, you've already got a contract that you're going to absolutely fail on delivering for the United States Forestry Service. I mean, dude.
Plus, he's logging. I mean, you don't do that in your mid 50s and 60s. I don't think that's a old man's job.
There's definitely a shelf life on the physicality of being a logger.
Like, he didn't look forward to getting up every day to go log all day. That's a lot of work.
That's work.
Yeah.
Right.
You get a lot of splinters.
Yeah.
You get a lot of pine needles in your shoes.
A puncture wound in your elbow.
I do know the guy's story has never changed. I mean, that's one thing they do say is that
he sticks to it for sure.
And it's spot on.
But that's not hard if you have one story to stick to. It's not like the other 5 or 6 guys got involved, like switching shit around. He's just like, this is our story. We're sticking to it. And the guys, like Zap said, if he planned it, like what they're seeing, and then you see all this stuff written about it, they're like, oh, that's what I saw. Like this light, then he's gone. So, yeah, like they're not lying about anything. They've seen what they
saw. What they saw.
Yeah.
And then
they saw what they saw, and they answered the questions that they were asked. And it had, right. Now, it is interesting So only a few years later, in 1978, Travis published The Walton Experience, a book describing the events from his perspective, which went on to become one of the most widely read first-hand accounts of an alleged alien abduction, establishing Walton as a prominent figure within the UFO community.
Good for you, Travis.
Walton's story reached a much larger audience in 1993 with the release of Fire in the Sky, a movie loosely based on Travis's book.
I remember that movie coming out, and I know I
So do I.
saw it, but I don't remember any of it. Like, when you're reading about his story, like, I'm trying to visualize. I know I saw this movie, but I don't
It wasn't that good because none of us. Yeah, it wasn't anything that's like mind blowing or
No,
something. It's
it
like, wow,
wasn't.
it really changed my mind about
What was
this is about.
What was the best alien movie ever?
Alien.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
It could
Well,
be.
let's say about, like, that's a little different.
About abduction?
Let me rephrase. Yeah. Or like, Making Contact, or one of
I was
them
just going to say
type deals.
Contact.
Contact. Yeah, that was a Jodie
Foster,
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one when he built the 2001 Space
Dude,
Odyssey?
that was good. My favorite one was Interstellar.
Never seen it.
That's
Yeah.
with
But I don't know if that's really.
Matt Damon in that.
No, that's with McConaughey. But you know what? I don't know. No, I'm sorry. Not Interstellar. That is very good, though. But Prometheus.
Prometheus. So
Yeah.
that's an alien prequel.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was damn good.
That was good.
That was incredibly good.
But yeah, Fire in the Sky, I don't really remember.
It was garbage. It was a terrible movie.
Not that good.
Not good. But yeah, so look, I mean, essentially, just following up on what Matt had said, I mean, Matt's like, dude, I don't want to be 40, 50, 60 and still being a logger.
Mm-hmm.
So Travis, I mean, let's also remember, this whole story made absolute national news when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
This was a
all over the place.
huge, huge story. I mean, the first that the guy was missing. So even just local community, Arizona alone is they're on the lookout for this dude. Where is he at? Let's send the dog, the copters, you name it. Let's go find this guy. Then when he comes back with this story, I was abducted, and it's now hitting National Enquirer. I mean, this is generating some serious press for this guy. Next thing you know, a couple of years later, dude writes a book to just feed into all of the believers, true, and I mean till their death, the believers out there, that there are aliens among us, that there's abductions, that they're taking our cows, that they're, you name it.
Crop circles was a big
Correct.
thing.
Huge. All of that shit. I mean, this guy made it a career for himself.
Now, you guys were saying earlier, why is Joe Rogan so involved in this guy? Like, what's his?
He loves aliens.
Yeah,
Stuff.
He is a believer.
He really thinks this guy is.
He is 100% a believer.
Yeah, he loves to have these type people on or talk about. I mean, if you listen to most of his podcasts, I mean, he has a wide variety of people on, anything from UFC fighters to politicians, but he'll have on these people that talk about, alien abductions or alternate universes. And like now the big talk about, like, because it's coming out in the White House is releasing, footage of UFOs and all that stuff. And a lot of people go, that's psyops. They're trying to distract or get you looking over here and this and that. But I mean, I'm sure there's stuff out there. And he even said, like, on his podcast, he's had people call him on that talk about it coming out of the ocean. They're saying that these aliens have been here the whole time and da-da-da. I mean, it's pretty wild, like, but he's just way into that.
Do you think Rogan's seen more than they're releasing to, because like of his ties with like people, like you said, in politics and stuff, maybe he's seen more video?
Maybe.
Which makes him more of a believer?
Think about the Jackie Gleason story. Did you guys hear about that one?
Jackie Gleason?
Yeah,
you mean
from
the actor?
Honeymooners?
Yeah.
Supposedly, like, one of the president, I think it was Nixon maybe, or somebody showed him, they were like hanging out one night and he's like, I want to show you something, and took him to I don't know if it was in Roswell or somewhere, I don't know, but he showed him something that from that moment on, his whole, like, he just changed. He built this house that was like almost like a
spaceship.
Yeah, like he just got way obsessed with it, like almost like he saw something that made him believe that this stuff's real.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah. Look up the Jackie Gleason, like, alien connection or whatever.
Well, so I was scrolling through here looking for there's a movie that just recently came out. It's called S4.
Oh,
that's the Bob Lazar story. You ever hear of Bob Lazar?
Yeah, he's the other one you hear about all the
time. You hear a lot about Bob Lazar. So S as in shit, 4, number 4.
What was Bob Lazar? Was his an abduction? I can't remember.
No, he was exposed to the alien craft. So this is like pretend like Roswell happens, right? So he was the guy that
he was working there. They
correct.
said. Yes,
he's one of the guys that's looking at the equipment.
Yeah, and they actually found out, like, they couldn't find much on him. Like, I guess when they were looking up, but somebody, I think they did say he they did prove that he did work at one time for one of those agencies.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
Who knows? I mean,
You
it's
don't even
interesting
know.
to think about.
That's a few years. I think E.T. came, what? That was like in 84, 82. Holy moly.
Well, there was that movie we just went and saw, Disclosure Day.
Yeah, which is pretty much what's going on right now.
Well, there was all that in the government's releasing this stuff. This movie's coming out, and it was like, was this a tie to like get Spielberg's movie? To
Sure,
be,
sure.
You know what I mean? But,
How was that?
Yeah.
not that great.
Okay.
No.
I mean, just being honest, it was okay. I would have wait if I could go back. I'd just wait.
Sure.
And see it when
The one you have to see now is the Odyssey.
Odyssey,
They're saying
yeah.
it's life changing. Like you will leave that.
The Odyssey.
You'll leave the
Yeah.
theater a whole new person.
Yeah, so they're
That's what they're saying.
That's
Yeah.
a bold statement.
They're saying like it's life changing.
Is this like Homer's
yes.
Yes,
Iliad
Homer,
and the
Iliad
Odyssey?
Mhm.
Okay.
With Matt Damon.
So
Matt
there's
Damon.
a 70 millimeter. So Christopher Nolan filmed it in the 70 millimeter, and there's only select theaters. Like the closest one to us is King of Prussia,
Okay.
and it's like a 10-story screen or so. I don't know. You gotta
But they say you have to watch it in
you
70
gotta see it
millimeter.
like that. Yeah. So we were talking to JW about maybe doing another bus trip, van trip.
Sure.
Go down
Yeah,
and
we're
see
down
it.
for
Let's
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because we
Well,
have to see it.
You gotta
Because
see
our
it.
life will not be complete.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
They said it's religious. It's a religious experience.
You gotta stop, dude. You're crushing me over here. Jesus Christ.
I'm being.
Of course,
but I'm
no, I
saying
know,
what-
but it's like, geez.
Well, back to that, the government stuff with the UFO stuff and all that, and the release and Disclosure Day. There was talks, and I don't know how true this is, that
I won't be the same person.
No, you won't
after I
be
see
after
this.
this.
I feel like being a different person.
I don't want to be the same person after I see the Odyssey.
But think about like if they did reveal that there was a true Disclosure Day
Think about it.
with religion, and they said that they had brought in a bunch of religious leaders to DC, I guess.
Yeah, then you
to
couldn't
talk to them.
do it
Right.
because they wouldn't know how to.
But even so,
Continue.
even if there was, there's still a just to talking about it, there'd be a creator of something. So like the story still could exist,
That's the thing.
coexist. You know what I mean?
See, I don't get it. I don't get the fear from organized religion, from let's say the leaders of any organized religion, like how they would come. You're going to kill the flock. You're going to kill religion. Not at all. I mean, so let's say, in fact, I know. So we're all Christian. We're all Catholic, the three of us. And so we know that God created the world in 6 days. He took the seventh day off. Well, he created our world. What's to stop him from creating some other world?
Right.
I think it would make people more religious. I think people would come together more, being
sure.
like, oh, well, there is more out there. There has to be one person involved in making all of this up.
Right.
Word.
Because the universe, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't even fathom how vast it is unless you just go up there and you hit that bubble
Yeah.
and you just stop.
Well, there's these guys that are on Rogan,
Because we're
like
flat.
Yeah.
a couple of them talk about like that, the idea that
Is he a flat earther?
no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. But there's he has a lot of people on that talk about these alien sightings and different things are just like other dimensions that we can't see. Because I guess with your brain, you only use like so much of a percentage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be able to move shit.
And
if we
there's
could, like tap in.
They're trying to connect like psychedelic drugs that unlock those different levels. There's people that take certain drugs that they all have the same experience. They see the same things like when they take these drugs, and it just unlocks a part of your brain that we can't unlock unless basically you take this drug or whatever, and you're able to see things. And maybe that's what's happening with some of these people. There's different,
Like on another plane. Like
it's just wild. Like we're looking on a like we're living in a 2D world and there's a 3D world.
yeah,
basically
something more dimensional.
I can tell you give me enough mushrooms, I'm going to see that other world.
see that other shit. Yeah.
I've been there.
You were like walking through colors.
I've
Like,
been
what?
there.
What?
Well, he talked about that one mushroom that everybody that takes it sees little people. Did you hear about that
I
one?
did hear about that one.
Every single person, like it's wild. So what is that?
No, when
You're literally
like when-
seeing Smurfs.
Right.
yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you were high, like sometimes you're like like you grab a piece of soap and it looks so small
in your hand. Yeah.
Like the things look like objects. You're like, I'm so big.
Right.
Like look how small everything is.
Good old
But yeah.
hotel soap.
But that is the big thing right now. So who knows? Maybe we'll find something.
I
out
hope
with
they
this.
release more because
Yeah.
the shit that they're putting out on Fox and CNN is like, oh, okay, like this thing zips around.
We need more.
Wow.
Do you guys? Do you want to believe? Do you believe?
I believe
do
in
you, Do you
aliens.
want to like say it's all bullshit?
I have to believe that there is aliens. I
Yeah.
cannot I'll put that another way. I can't believe that in a universe as big,
so expansive, yeah,
as it is, that we're the only fuckers out there. I just can't believe that.
It is crazy to think that. Like, I don't know.
Now, what I do believe also is that somebody is pretty damn close in perfecting some kind of transportation that's not, a push. That's not fuel driven. That's not like a propulsion.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't know if it's magnetic or if it's like warp shit like from Star Trek. But I'm telling you, all the shit that we're seeing out there, that I don't believe is aliens. That I believe is us or somebody else on the planet.
Or yes,
flying around and fucking around,
like testing stuff.
Correct. It is somebody testing something, a new technology or technology. Again, it could have crash landed. Who knows? But all of the sightings that we've seen, I doubt highly doubt that all, if any, were alien.
yes, that could be really, really smart kids effing with the government.
Of course,
come like in a basement like this, making up these
drones.
Yes.
Well, how about the fact that after the Roswell crash, and that happened,
50s.
allegedly in the 50s, the big jump in technology, like they said that they were tying the introduction of fiber optics and the
microwave.
Microwave, and then the other big one was the what the hell is it? Now I can't even think of it. But all these things, all of a sudden, if you look at history and technology, how much in the last 70 years,
it went warp speed.
We're just at like warp speed. So people tie that to like, oh, there was an alien crash. We reverse engineered everything they found, and that put us so far ahead. Now you look at AI, things that are going on now, and how fast we're progressing. There's people that say aliens are just us from the future, or that we figured out like ways to travel and navigate through time. And
could be.
It's crazy to think about all that.
You're right.
Stuff.
I didn't think like going within like our country's 250 years old or whatever.
Right. Happy birthday, America.
Yes,
that's right.
But like you're saying, from where we came, like the Dark Ages seemed to last like forever.
Right.
And like you said, all of a sudden now, just stuff in the last 100 years, just mind blowing shit.
You gave like a monkey an iPhone. You know what I mean? They're looking at like,
yeah.
Could they reverse engineer? That's basically like the technology that they were handing to us. But we had people that got smart enough to. I'm trying to remember what the thing is called. It's a for like shortwave radios. Transistors.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Transistors was the thing that like all of a sudden when that hit, just tech blew up.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
But even doing stuff that we do now, just like mind blowing. Like you think about, it's simple things that we think are just every day.
So look about aliens.
60 years ago, you'd be like, holy
What
shit.
do you guys think about Travis's story? Do you think Travis is full of shit, or do you think Travis is for real?
I mean, honestly, before this, I really thought it was like there was something there, but some of the facts you laid out today I didn't know about. Makes me think that it could have been a hoax. I've always been of the assumption that I kind of believed, and I knew bits and pieces of it. And I tried to listen to his interview. I didn't hear the whole thing on Rogan. To be honest with you, I didn't do a ton of research going into this because I wanted to kind of be surprised a little bit. And I'm leaving this kind of thinking, like, I didn't look at that angle that it was a hoax, but I didn't know about his mom, his brother, those other things.
Yeah.
He's not going to talk about that on his story.
If I want to sell books and I want people to believe, I'm not going to tell them that I have prior arrest records, that I was under the gun to get a contract clearing the forest done, and I needed to get I needed a way out of it.
Right.
And P.S. back in 1975, I could have gotten $100,000 out of the National Enquirer. Like everything was clicking into place. Oh, and 2 weeks before this went down, I happened to see this movie on NBC about the another alleged alien abduction that happened up in New Hampshire. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's
bro.
I'd like to believe that aliens are among us. I think that like a lot of the world leaders, I think they answer to a supreme alien being.
Supreme alien being.
That's actually running everything.
Maybe.
That's in my mind. I see it. Like, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if my mind's just thinking like that. But I think there's something higher than, like, I think Trump goes into like this room with all the other leaders of the country and they hang out with like some weird, all-inspiring being. Like
being like that.
Yeah. It's like, hey, what are you guys doing down there? You're fucking up.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah. I don't know.
I definitely feel that way too, that there's got to be something out there. This story in particular, I'm like, now I'm kind of thinking like, okay. This is one that you always hear about. And I just assumed like there was something there. I'm sure there maybe still is something there, but that frames it differently for me, for sure.
Elon Musk might be an alien.
Could be.
Some people say he is. Like
he could have met them.
To be that.
Yeah, like I think he bought them out. Actually.
I think he probably just saw an advance feature of the Odyssey.
Well, how about
it? Obviously changed his life.
It's life changing.
Right. That will do it. How about those DNA testing that they say 23andMe? They're finding these people with this like DNA that doesn't jive. You know what I mean? They're
you don't know. Like I don't know.
You don't even know.
You don't know, dude. There's so much stuff to think about. And like I said, with those aliens, like people saying that it's just us in the future, makes sense. Think about it. Like,
think about it.
What do you mean, just us in the future?
Well, they're saying we're not far from not even having to speak to each other. They're saying, like Elon Musk was talking about that. We're getting to the point technology-wise where
it's kind of like us on this show. Like we've been doing this so long, we just
finish each other's sentences.
Yep.
But imagine looking at Zap or me or looking at you and without even saying words, like, I would know what you're thinking. Also, no need for like procreation. So those aliens are always like not male or female, no muscle tone. They don't talk. Like that's the way we're going. Like, you know what I mean? Like down
it turns into like a Wall-E thing. I think we discussed this before, where they just have to give somebody a living wage because it's really nothing for you to do.
Right.
And they're saying artificial intelligence within the next 3 years or something will be considered SI now, supreme intelligence.
Yeah.
Where it's learning so much off of itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy to think.
We are gonna fucking die. It's Terminator, bro. It's
we're gonna die anyway.
I'm saying it's gonna be the rise of the machines, man. They are gonna come kill us.
I'd rather die something like that cool though.
This is why I'm getting 5 acres and guns and bullets.
It's gonna do nothing. People are like, what?
Or if you don't die, let's say like we get
like plug something in your mind, you're living forever.
Like that Johnny Depp movie. Would you do that? Upload your consciousness. Think about like
Johnny Depp or Keanu Reeves.
Well, there was the Transcendence, I think it was with Johnny Depp, where they uploaded it. Yeah, it's.
Wasn't it a Disney movie?
No, it wasn't.
Transcendence, like
the Descendants.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
They uploaded his consciousness into this computer, and he basically lived in this computer. So
interesting.
Who's to say?
Oh, like the Lawnmower Man.
Right.
Oh.
But would you get bored if you lived for 1,000 years?
If your consciousness lived for 1,000 years?
Yeah, like
tooling around the internet.
Just like.
If I could be a vampire, I would do it because I think that's cool as shit.
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Or like
I would totally be a vampire.
Immortal. What did he have on the
Highlander?
What you feel is the quickening.
That's right.
But what did he have? Why was he immortal?
Because he was a fucking alien.
Yeah.
All of them were aliens.
Yes, that's what I mean. That'd be cool. And you just like pick up swords and know how to do a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah.
You could learn like every language. Yeah, you would get bored and just living somewhere for a while. So you moved, like live all over the world. You speak every language. I think that'd be cool as shit.
I agree. I would totally love to be.
I would do that.
100%. 100%.
No.
Like, who says I want to die?
When I wanted to die, I just cut my head off and I'm done.
That's right.
But everything else, I'm cool. Cool shit.
But with that, you'd have to get shut off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
you
right.
wouldn't die. Like that's what the scary part. Think about it.
I couldn't do that.
But who knows what's out? I don't know. But this makes you think about a lot of that stuff.
It does.
It just opens up a can of worms. But this particular story, I look at it different.
Yeah.
So I dug it.
What if we end up there? Like we could say, like Dave called that on our podcast, like 600 years from now, we're still
they're listening back. Yeah. Well,
it's
dude,
like Futurama. All of our heads are like in jars.
Yeah.
For me, it's not an original thought. I've heard that talked about, and because I listen to a lot of stuff on this, I'm interested in it. So it's not like I came up with that. I mean, people have said that. It's just for me, it struck me as like that's interesting. I never thought about that. So I just thought I'd ask you guys. But cool stories, that.
Yeah, man. Hey, so look, I've heard about this guy's mouth, and for as long as you have, I totally have, and it took. I was on Team Dave for that too. Like I thought this guy was legit as hell. It took me to doing enough digging in on this guy to find out. Oh, there's other side to this story here.
Right.
Some elements which makes sense. Again, if the guy's trying to promote himself as
you don't see a lot of this talk on self-promotion videos.
Of course.
Yeah, I didn't see any of this. Well, I saw some of it, but not a lot of the stuff that you had was eye-opening.
Two sides of every story. You know what I mean, I guess. So yeah, that was a good one.
Well, there's 3 sides to every story.
there is.
Right?
Yes.
On the
There's
ODB
your
podcast.
side, your side, his side, and the truth.
That's
The
right.
truth. Yeah.
I thought it was Matt's side, Dave's side, and Zap's side.
It could have been that.
And the podcast.
Podcast.
Or do we call it pod? Is that what pods call it?
Either
Potters.
way. Either way.
Like Harry Potter.
Could be.
Yeah.
So you guys got anything else on this one?
Other than Matt's upper lip makes him a Harry Potter right now.
Yeah, right? He's got the stash. But, so that's Zap's pick. I guess I'll be the next true crime or compelling story. I got to think of something here. So,
you got a movie and a true crime.
Yeah. So we're trying to go pairs. But, if you guys have any recommendations, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Old Dirty Basement. Send us a message there. Spotify, you can message us or leave a review, and Apple as well. And you guys got anything else in closing?
No, thanks for tuning in.
Check us out on TikTok too.
TikTok, yeah, and our other podcast, You Might Be a Madman. We have that out there. You can find that anywhere you find Old Dirty Basement. And I guess that's it for now. So we'll catch you where?
On the flip side.
If we don't see you sooner, we'll see you later.
Peace. Thanks for hanging out in the Old Dirty Basement. If you dig our theme music like we do, check out the Tsunami Experiment. Find them on Facebook. Their music is available streaming on Spotify and Apple, and where great music is available.
You can find us at Old Dirty Basement on Facebook and Instagram, and at Old Dirty Basement Podcast on TikTok.
Peace.
We outie 5000.